Hey, what's up everybody? It's Brian Dean from QuickSprout, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get more leads and customers using social media. So your first step is to find out what social media networks your target audience hangs out on. And one of the best ways to do that is simply to ask them in your autoresponder sequence. So log into Aweber, and when you're here, hover over messages and click on follow-up series. And that'll show you all the follow-up messages in your autoresponder sequence. So what you want to do is click on edit on either the first or second message in your autoresponder sequence, and that'll take you to the message editor. Now, you want the body of your email to stay the same, so keep that killer content there so that people stay subscribed. So what you want to do is add a little PS at the bottom that just asks people, by the way, what social media site are you spending time on these days? And in case your audience isn't really web savvy, you want to show them what you mean by social media site by saying, Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, or another site, so they have an idea of what you're talking about. And then as answers come in, you want to add the votes to a Google Doc. So if people say, I'm spending a lot of time on Facebook, you put 1 here. Or if someone says, you know what, I've been addicted to Pinterest lately, you want to put a 1 there and just keep track of where your audience is hanging out. And then you want to spend more time engaging people on that social media network. Once you have that set up, your next step is to set up a Google alert and see where your target audience is hanging out and having discussions on the web on social media. So just Google Alerts, and this is the first result. And your search query should be something related to your niche that you think your customers use during discussions. So if you sold a piece of software that helped people with Twitter analytics, you want to put Twitter. And then under result type, you want to keep that to everything. How often? You can put it to once a day or once a week. And how many? You want to keep that to only the best results, or else you get too many. And then put your email address and click create alert. And then you can do that over and over and over again. So you can create another one that's more specific. So Twitter analytics. And then you could keep the same settings and create another alert, or maybe get more Twitter followers. So wherever this is on the web, and you can just keep creating alerts, and then as time goes on, you can filter them out. But it'll give you a great idea about where your audience is hanging out. So when someone asks, how do I get more Twitter followers? And they ask it on Twitter or Google+, you can head over to that site and engage with that audience, because that's obviously where they're hanging out. Next, you want to engage with communities on social media that are made up of your target audience. And a great place to do that is LinkedIn, because they tend to have groups on almost every topic out there. So head over to LinkedIn, log in, and at the top they have a little search bar, and you want to click the advanced button that's next to that. And you want to close the pop-up and click on groups on the left-hand side here. So depending on what your business is about, you obviously use a keyword related to that. So if you sold software that targeted personal trainers, you'd want to put personal trainers and click on the magnifying glass. And you can see different groups about personal training, okay? And you'd want to join as many as you can that seem like a good fit. And then when you're in them, you just participate in them like you would on a forum or any other social media site. So once you've done that, you want to do the same thing at Google+, because Google+ has communities about almost every topic under the sun. So just Google community search and click on the first result, and then click on browse communities. And again, if you were in the personal training space, or if you targeted a lot of personal trainers for your business, you'd want to put personal trainers, press enter, and just look to see what groups seem the most active. So what you want to pay attention to is obviously how many members and how many posts. So this personal trainers network looks like a better fit than the Institute of Personal Trainers with 1 member and 0 posts. And then you click on it, and then click join community, and you're in. Okay, so now, just like on any other community online, you'd want to answer questions and participate in discussions and post content that you find that you like and you think the group would appreciate. So once you've done that, you also want to start hosting Hangouts on Google+ on a regular basis. So Hangouts for your business are a little different than person-to-person Hangouts on Google+. So just Google Hangouts on Air, because this is actually difficult to find from within Google+, and click on the first result. Then click Start a Hangout on Air. And then you want to give your Hangout a name depending on what it's about. So if you're targeting personal trainers, once that's done, click on Start Hangout on Air. And then what you want to do is copy the URL of the Hangout and head back to Google+, and then share that you're having a Hangout. So you'd say something like Attention personal trainers, join my Hangout. Of course, you want to put more details and things like that, but that's the basic gist. And then you paste the URL, click share, and then people who see that can join your Hangout and participate. And that's a great way to show off your expertise to your target audience. So that's all there is to finding leads and customers in social media. As you can see, the most important part is finding out where your customers hang out and then heading over to those communities and adding value wherever you can. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.